it. Who cares? You mentioned it. When you I'm looking, matter of fact, let's go over to let's have a fun time with Alvo.
The villain gets the views, and as y'all see, that's why the views are viewing. We 10 likes away from 300, y'all. So I get back to the story. Huh? The villain is the villain, the one that keep the storyline going. The villain is the reason why it is a storyline. So with that being said, I don't mind being a villain because I'm everybody's storyline. Fine.
Now listen, with that being said, he doesn't mind to be a villain. But why are you, when it's convenient for you, why are you crying to your supporters? SL Davis, Selena Davis is harassing and bullying me. You know, which one is it, Alvo? Keep up with your lies, bro.
Thank you. I'm the blogger storyline. Thank you. I'm Tommy storyline. Thank you. I'm Shamar storyline. Thank you. I'm LaShawn storyline. Thank you. I'm all these whole storyline without even trying to be. 8 likes away from 300. I got something to say. Hey, Booker Boy, I got something to say. Can we get 300 likes? I'm not finished talking. I'm gonna need y'all drunk y'all tea already because I'm finna pour another glass. Can we get 300 likes? I'm not finished talking. I got more to say. But I just feel like a lot of people be so mad and a lot of people are so pressed. Like, no, get off my neck. I just don't understand how Shamar got court date. Yo, man, please examine yourself and your heart and see if it lies with you. You were burning sage in previous videos like that's going to protect. Baby, for one, young woman, young man, I wasn't burning sage. And if I want to, let me tell you something. If I want to burn sage, I can burn sage. You saying protect my energy already protected. I don't give a flying mucus, 3 giant knots, butt talks of how you feel and what you got to say. At the end of the day, this is entertainment purpose only. When I hit this live, it's for entertainment purpose only. Every time somebody say my name, every time somebody mention my fame, every time somebody say something I don't like about, I'm gonna talk about it. Because when I was getting on this,
he's so slow. He don't even know when his pay period ends or begins. Because he was saying something like sometime next week. Like in the month of August is when his pay period's over with. No, idiot. Sometime next week is when all adjustments of your pay period will show up. Your final, what you're going to get on the 21st of next month. We all get paid on the 21st. You don't even know what the pay period ends today. This is the end of the month. From the 1st into whatever the day of the month, it could be 28 days in a month. If it's the 28-day month, from the 1st to the 28th, when we get to the 28th, you are done with that pay period. That month is over. The earnings that you got for the month of July was 31 days. Today's the last day of the month. You'll see your last earnings tomorrow. Sometime when they update it of what you made on the 31st, but it'll be August 1st, starting a new pay period. A new pay period starts on the 1st of each month and it ends on the end of whatever the month is. 31 days, 30 days, 29 days. This dude is slow. Like Shabaka.
Out and I was trying to be heartful with people and create real bonds and real moments. People used my name, people lied on my name, people made me look and sound all types of ways for $1, for a monetization, for a super chat, for a like. So no. You're right. In real life, my energy is positive, my energy is good, my energy is cool, I'm blessed. Never stress, but I'm gonna always take these loud dollars and make my bag. So if you don't like what I'm saying, if you don't like what I'm doing and how I'm carrying myself, you can easily leave this live. I'm not gonna disrespect you as who you are, as a woman or as a man or your religion or whatever you got going on. I'm not even gonna disrespect you. I'm not gonna read you. If you don't like what I'm doing, if you don't like what I'm saying, you can easily end this live. Get off this live. Cause I came to make a bag. I came to secure a bag. I got real shit going on. See, and with that being said, let me finish saying what I'm saying. I have real stuff going on. See, I realize sometimes when you get your mind everywhere else but outside of your bag, that's when you go wrong. Just like right now on the internet. Everybody is enabling Shamar to act and do the things that he do because it brings revenue and it brings money. When people going to start saying the truth and speaking the truth on Shamar, then here go people saying, y'all need to stop being so negative. Y'all need to move on. Just let it go. It wasn't just let it go when Shamar was saying what he was saying. It wasn't just let it go when Shamar was doing what he was doing. I'm just on Shamar neck because I have legal things to go worry about. I have to go to court because of Shamar. My freedom is on the line because of Shamar. Okay, so I'm gonna speak on it every day at whatever I want to say because at the end of the day, it's three things you don't play about in life, baby. You don't need to play about your life, on your life, your freedom, and your health. Okay,
right, snatched.
And if a person loves you when they care about you and they playing with your freedom, they playing with your health, then baby, they playing with your life.
You know what? Honestly, defending his supporters, I don't think they're Delulu at all, Ivan. I think that they're rocking him to sleep. They're making them think that they're his supporters, that they mean well by him. They all know that they're only sending what they can send. They're sending him, a little coin here and there because they want to egg him on to do something stupid and get busted. And crash himself. They're wanting to see a train wreck, and they're doing a good job.
Send him to jail. Alvo deserve to go to jail. Alvo need to go to jail for? In jail, there's no money. In jail, there's no friends. In jail, there's no family. In jail, there's a lot of lost souls. It's a lot of lonely people. It's a lot of angry people. It's a lot of hurt people. It's a lot of people who bored. Why would you want me to go somewhere when I can be out here better than my life, figuring myself out because you want the worst for me? People will want the worst for you, y'all. At the end of the day, I don't give a damn. You will lose yourself and kill yourself out here trying to be the best person. I had to learn a long time ago. I'm not being a better person for you. No, I'm not going to be a better me for you. No, I'm going to be a better me for me. No shade. And like I said, I'm going to continue to talk about this. I'm going to continue to say what I want to say. And like I said, everybody all in my business about when Alvo go to court. Why ain't nobody report that Shamar had to go to court today? Why no bloggers made the story? Why no bloggers ran the story? None of that. Y'all go find everybody else stuff, but y'all can't find Shamar court dates. Y'all go find everybody else bundle information, but y'all can't find Shamar. Y'all always enable Shamar, let Shamar do whatever he want to do because
we want to know when your court date is because we want to see how they're going to handle you with all this fugitive on the run stuff that you got going on.
He bring in the money because y'all able to talk about him and make money. So y'all gonna continue to make him be the person that's being hurt and being talked about when he's just out here causing wrong and doing weird stuff. And LaShawn, I really don't mention LaShawn like that because LaShawn would never ever have his intestines. One thing about LaShawn, y'all,
you don't mention LaShawn because you're scared of him. That's why you don't mention him. One thing about LaShawn. Let's keep it real.
LaShawn would never, ever be able to sit down and not hold his testicles. See, LaShawn testicles are literally falling out his body. LaShawn is like a bag of ground beef. Y'all know y'all get ground beef from the stove, and sometimes it be looking like long little spaghetti screens. That's LaShawn.
I wonder how he would know how LaShawn's looking unless he been with him too. Tommy did say he slept with a lot of his friends, cheated not only with Shamar, but a lot of his friends, allegedly. He been around. Sound like he was even getting with people in the neighborhood, Tommy's neighborhood, like neighbors and stuff. He's been around, and I can't find my baby.
And testicles sitting in his lap while he holding them on live, mad at me. LaShawn, you want 512 views when you only get 5, okay? LaShawn, you want to be a superstar so bad and you will never be. LaShawn, this is how I know you miserable and you ain't gonna never be nothing. You over there trying to let Shamar think that SUKIHANA set him up. How did SUKIHANA set Shamar up when Shamar agreed to go do the sit down? They asking me to go do the sit down. Did I go do it? No, because I didn't want to sit down with you and sit down with Tommy. Why would I want to sit down with two bitches I don't fuck with? No, I don't care how much they was offering. Decline. I declined that shit so fast. It was a trip and money. Decline. Because when you working on your peace and you working on yourself and you believe in yourself, you don't gonna have to do things and do certain things. Shamar put himself in that predicament because that's what Shamar wanted to do. And not only, thank you so much, Abby, for the $5. Have a great day. Stay positive and blessed, period. And Shamar put himself in that situation because that's what Shamar wanted to do. And then not only that, Booker, but Shamar was putting his hand all in Tummy's face. Shamar initiated the fight. And not only that, Shamar brought his cousin. So that means, if anything, Tummy was the one that was set up because Tummy went by himself. Shamar went with his cousin. So that means they went with the intentions.
This dude is a clown. Bozo the clown. He's nothing but a liar. You don't know when he's telling the truth or telling a lie because he's always mixing the two together. Okay. And the only one, and he don't even realize it, this how in denial is in. The only one that's in some real trouble is you. Shamar going to a court date don't got nothing to do with the kind of court dates you got to go to. You didn't violate everything on that bond. You're a fugitive of the law, and you violated your probation that you already had prior. So they're probably either going to reinstate it or make you do a couple of months, maybe stay in jail. Who knows? I can see why so many people getting away from YouTube. So much drama it takes, always all your energy. Yep, these bloggers are ridiculous. Every day is Shamar, Alvo, and Tommy. It's time to move on. Let me see, because Alvo, you are just this. Well, when you say, matter of fact, let me go back to what Lady Libra said. You can't really just say it's time to move on just because that's how you feel. These are people's livelihoods. People work. These are real jobs to some people. Like, for an example, I'm giving you an example. Someone we know. I'm not gonna put myself in it because I'm going to use somebody else as an example. When Tommy gets up there here, whether or not people are tired of hearing him talk about Shamar and Alvo and how he was hurt by them, that is what his content is at the present time. You have a choice to listen to it or not. And if you listen to it, then you listen to it. If you don't, you don't. But that's almost like saying, it's time for you guys to quit that job. I'm not quitting my job. I got to pay my bills with this. I would not have the right to tell you to quit your job, so why are you telling me to quit mine? Like, let's make it make sense. Because, Alva, you are just so stupid and you like making yourself look bad. I can't wait to tonight. So we're going live tonight. Like I said, no one's obligated to be over there at that live because that is not a live about the circus. That's actually, I can let my head down and woosah. Okay, he is mad, envious of everyone else. True narcissist behavior. Yep. He only wants blogs to talk about Shamar to take the attention off of him. Yep. If there was an update on Shamar's court date, I'm sure somebody would be posting it by now, right? And even if it was, like, for me, honestly, I probably wouldn't post it. That's probably something that I think my community might not want to know. Scummy, I can show you several bags that came in consistently. I don't know. It's just a whole bunch of crap going on. Let's unmute him for a minute.
You over here talking about something. Kevin, he's not going to go to court. Kevin, he's not going to go to court. Y'all so mad because y'all called Kevin and y'all see what's going on, baby. These people can't bother me. Oh, he's not going to go to court. You trying to convince something that I'm not going to go to court. LaShawn, you is weird as fuck. You nasty, cheesy, big, lazy, gorilla back. Ooh, probably be like him.
Yeah, you got to tread lightly when you do his content because he's back, surely cussing again. And it's going to go full-fledged eventually. And then you're going to hear about him getting suspended for 2 weeks off of his channel. And he's paying rent now. So, he's just a retarded. All he does is lie. He didn't go because he's scared he might get set up and they will call the police on him. We aren't slow, Alvo. Exactly. And that's the thing. That's what really makes me not like Alvo. He thinks people are slow and they're not. Really. He needs to turn himself in and start talking about the 12th. See, and he's digging this hole deeper because Kevin's probably saying, yeah, you got to the 12th, but you're just going to make it look worse for you if you make us wait until the 12th to handle you. But he's so ignorant. He's like the epitome of black folks. He makes us all look bad. Because a person with sense that wants to get that off their chest, you know, get it out their life, they would just say, I'm not waiting to the 12th. I'm gonna go and turn myself in now and get this done with. He needs to turn himself in, is right. Alvo is not gonna go to court on the 12th of September. Who thinks that Alvo's gonna go to court on the 12th of September? Put a 1 in the chat if you think he's gonna go. Just put a 1. I'm curious to see how many 1s. And don't put a 1 because you see somebody else put a 1. Put a 1 because you really think. And then when you put the 1, also leave in the comment section why you think he's not going to go to court on the 12th. I'm just wanting to know. He knew if he went, they would have been there to pick him up. Hey, Jessica Griff. Hey, a day in the life. That fool was sitting up there talking about you like an hour ago. I don't care. That boy he's obsessed with me. And I'm purposely triggering him. It's not a trigger where I'm bullying him or trying to, you know, do something, you know, me. You know what I'm saying? It's content. But it's not what you do, it's how you do it. Keep your feet on his neck. Oh, you already know, Jessica. We all know he wasn't going because pick him up. Yeah, I want it. Let me see where them 1s are at if I see any. Did y'all hear my first comment? Put a 1 in the chat if you think that Alvo's gonna go to court on the 12th. 1 me as in yes. 2, you could put 2 as in no. Kevin's just trying to convince Alvo to come into the state so they don't have to pay no money to travel to go get him. Forced to go get him and be done with it. Kevin doesn't care what happens to Alvo. I promise you that. I promise you that. Hurt people. That's right, Jessica. He's not going to go because he knows they're going to snatch his behind. Yep. Yep. I don't like black licorice, Bobby Smith says. Okay. Oh, you guys think he's no, he's not gonna go? Okay, 2s. I was about to say, I said, is something wrong with this speaker? Yeah. Okay, it's a lot of 2s. I'm off for standing up for Shamar, etc. But why you make fun of his skin tone? Why are blacks still colorist? Like, oh, come on. Be Edge, please. It's still too early in the morning for it, please. Because Suki allowed him to participate by video call, but right after he went live and talked everything to be relevant to Suki, fired him. Black is beautiful. Oh, it is. It sure is. And I'm black too. He ain't going nowhere. If he was, he would have been went. Right. He gonna talk about he gonna wait to the 12th. Yeah, it's too early in the morning for someone to get on. Now we're gonna have somebody doing a video about SL Davis is a colorist. And my son is dark-skinned. He's nice looking though. That's the difference. His father is black. I love blue black, honey. My baby daddy, my first baby's father was, well, I only have one kid. I said my first baby's father. My baby's father was dark-skinned. I'm light-skinned. My son took on his genes, his father's, his complexion, and he looks like me. He looks like both of us, actually. You weren't there for when and how all that got started. No one is a racist here or a colorist. We have a good vibe here. Thank you so much. That's why I be missing my Ivan, because Ivan be telling it the real way it is. And so does Playa. Me and colorist has nothing to do with this conversation. Exactly, Jessica. Thanks for clearing that up. Exactly. Yeah, there's a reason that black licorice thing came up. And the person that is my co-host that comes up on the platform, Coco, with me, she's dark-skinned too. So that would be like I was having something against her too, B Edge. So that's why I kind of was friendly shutting that down and not being ignorant about it at the same time, because my co-host is dark-skinned too, and I love her to death. And I would never not be friends with her or have her on my platform because she was dark-skinned. Do you check Alvo when he talks about Shamar's disability? Nope. He keeps coming on social media. He will be caught up serious. Yeah, they're probably trying to track his IP address. I hope somebody goes over there into his chat and goes, SL Davis said that your probation officer or the bonds person, whoever Kevin is, they wanted your social media links because they want to track your IP address so they can track you down. Somebody needs, I'm not saying from my chat, but I said I hope somebody that is one of his supporters hears me say this and goes over into the chat and says something. Salute, Cyrus. Drunk 10:50 in the morning. That sad album. Oh, he is? Didn't seem like he was drinking. So I'm here for you, standing up for what's right. Thanks for clearing that up. No problem, B Edge. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Hit the like button to have an opinion, as long as it's not disrespectful of court's words. You're right, Ivan. Says Alvo blocked me for checking him for Shamar. Alvo blocked me too, not on YouTube, but on Instagram. Alvo blocks all his blessings. Boy,
you want Zeus talking about somebody let me on this Zeus account, baby? Zeus ain't number $5.99. You ain't got no Zeus account, but you got Mello. And I'm always scream justice for Mello. Hello, LaShawn, you need to get off your big old back and go do something over there sitting like a Cadillac. LaShawn, you ain't nobody friend because ain't nobody ever been your friend. LaShawn, I would say you only got a face of mother love, but apparently, clearly it was no loving inside your life. That's why you so miserable and you so mad. And that's why another person's success make you so sick. You hate women because you want to be a woman so bad. It don't matter how much makeup you put on your face, or I should say shadays. I should call it shadays because it look like it come out the toilet and you scrub it on your face. That's your realty. That's why you really mad. That's why you really upset, and that's why you mad, and that's why you're going to always be mad. That's why you're going to stay mad, and that's why you're going to always be built like Skittles' head. Yeah, LaShawn, your back of your head is built just like Skittles. Y'all should be brothers. You really remind me of Skittles to be
So he knows that LaShawn can't get to him, because if he does get another bond reinstated and someone puts their name on a bond for him, or he gets probation and doesn't do any time, which that could be possible, he's going back to Houston. So he ain't got to worry about running into LaShawn. So that's why he's sitting there talking his mess.
If we really gonna be real, you really remind me of Skittles, Skittle head ass boy. You need to go do better with your life. Okay?
So boring, I'm telling you. It's just boring. My grandma is black like a car interior. It says Now he's copying Tommy with the justify for Mellow line, not an original bone in Alvo's body. Yeah, you're right. Talking about he gonna write down new subscribers on his post or whatever when he goes live. That dude is a weirdo. He's a straight weirdo. And whoever feels bad for him, they're weirdos too. He copies everything Tommy says and do. Yep. Man, he's boring. That kid is just a mess. And it's so sad that he got them people over there that are just as slow as him. It really is sad. But hey, if you like it, I love it. That's all I can say to y'all. If you like it, I love it. Talking about looks, the only reason these old men deposited inside him is because Scummy looked like a cartoon character. That's just hits. He said Ivan Jr., she's nothing like Eddie. I don't know, guys. The only reason he's talking about Shamar now because those views went down because he's born. Exactly. When his views start going down, like say he'll start talking about Shamar, and then when he gets tired of talking about Shamar because the views are up, he'll just start doing random stuff, thinking that he's bigger than the program. And then when he sees that the audience is realizing, oh, he's not talking about Shamar anymore, and the views drop, then he goes dragging Shamar again to get views. Yeah, he played and dragged that defending Shamar for about a week. And then the people started getting tired of the defending Shamar game. And that's when he went in and took the side of against Shamar. Drag Shamar, you know what I'm saying? Talking about Shamar's hygiene and all that other stuff. How his dentures, his new porcelain teeth are getting getting yellow because he's not brushing them. Eddie Horse needs to go to the clinic. And talking about that lady that's now harassing all the channel holders over here, she was allegedly talking about Tommy the Gossip doing a health read on him. Talking about she did her investigation, and that's how he got that housing. So I said, oh boy, she's over there hanging out with Messy Doll. Here we go with that. SLU, stay on point, nothing but the truth. Thank you, Jessica. So I said to myself, boy, I don't think that this lady that's, hating and bashing on vloggers, especially, Tommy the Gossip and myself, I don't think she's going to get really too far with this. And the reason why I'm saying that is because of her language, first and foremost. And it's just no room right now for another commentator to come in here and say anything that we don't already know. Especially one that's missing the mark. Don't know what she's talking about. Bringing up old stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like somebody sent for her. And had her come over here to start up some new mess. Only thing she's going to do for the sector is create more content to be talked about. But as far as her trying to blow her channel up, I don't see it happening. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Hit that like button. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I honestly don't see it happening. But I'm about to gag a whole lot of people in this sector. Trust me when I say it. I'm about to gag a whole lot of people in this sector. And I'm going to keep it moving. And I'm only going to bring my supporters and my mods, honey. It don't matter how he got it. He has a roof over his head. Exactly. It doesn't matter his health status anyways. It has nothing to do with who he is as a person. Tell us something we don't know. I've seen that, so I call BS. Me too. Because I feel as though when we're doing content, I think there's certain things that should just be off limits. People's families, children, and people's health status. You know what I'm saying? And people just don't know boundaries. But if somebody was saying that about Alvo having the house of Virginia, they'd be bullying him. You know what I'm saying? But right now, Alvo's not the one saying that Tommy the Gossip has the house of Virginia. It's this lady that climbed up from underneath a rock, stirring up mess. All of y'all talk about the same people for a check. How is anyone doing anything different than what you're doing? Hypocrites. And I'm gonna stay a hypocrite. Just you know why? Because this is my living. If you don't like it, I'll tell you what. You go quit your job. Do it because I say you do it. Because by you saying that, you're basically saying you all need to stop doing it. That's almost like saying to me, I need to stop working. Now, if you're gonna pay me what I get paid a month, then I'll stop working. But until then, what you have to say means nothing to me but words. When I get questions like what you put in my comment section, it makes me feel like you're pocket watching. And stop watching my pockets because I'm not watching yours. It says that's why you don't put your life on the net. Exactly. People have choices. Hey, Latoya, how you doing, sweetie? People be hating so hard. They're gonna be hating when I start, investing my time into my live streams, with my new subscriber thing. But I don't care because I'm gonna be out the way while they're fighting each other off camera and on. I'm not gonna be fighting anyone physically off camera or on camera. I'm gonna be living my life. My hair will be let down. It'll be a lot of weight lifted off my shoulders. When I do these lives, I don't care if I got 3 people in them lives. It's a heck of a lot better than being in lives where you got nothing but trolls and haters trying to disrespect, what you stand for and don't know you from a can of paint. Just sure you're not scummy. People don't. I've been calling LaShawn's uncle. I've been calling her LaShawn's uncle. Just there is a difference. Some people have no integrity, morals, or values. Exactly. Hi, Dana Allen. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. Also, make sure you hit the like button. Hey, Val. You said just sounds like scummy boy on a burner account. Probably so, Ivan. He said, don't you hate in Pocket Watch Alvo? When are you gonna? No, I don't hate in Pocket Watch Alvo because I make more than Alvo makes. Okay, this will probably the check that he's probably getting this month because he hasn't been cussing is probably the biggest check that he's ever got. So no, I'm the one that taught Alvo how to get money up here on YouTube and what he needs to do to get this money. So do your fact checking, do your due diligence. Okay, Truth Speaks, and get missing. Truth Speaks. This sounds like. Hold on, let me read these first. Hey, Latina. Says at work, back in the bushes I go. Okay, Chef Sky, baby. Happy Thursday. Ivan. Hey, good morning, everyone. Miss Davis. Good morning. Says, wow, that's deep. Hey, Toby, Chef. Yeah, I'm just reading these comments before we go and see what little Alvo is doing. Now, before we do anything, let's go see where them likes are at. Nobody mentioned it. Boy, crazy. We're gonna mention it when you go on the 12th, though. So again, for my mods that are in here, just only focus I want you to worry about when it comes to my new content that I'm doing. You know, writing new subscribers down and shout outs and all that goofy stuff that I'm over there doing, just having fun time. That's my fun time where we play music and all that stuff, not copyright free music, of course, but you know, just make sure if you do see a live that is scheduled to go out, just hit the like button for me. I'll say it until, you know, I start to see that my mods are all doing it. And then just go into the chat part. Not where I post it, because I have a post section on my homepage. I'm talking about the actual live stream video. Go into the live stream video, like the chat box that you're in right now. Well, the chat box will be available on the live, even if it's scheduled, and leave something up there like, hey, SL Davis, or welcome new subscribers, or make sure you hit the like button, or make sure you subscribe to the channel. You know, I just need your support just to do that. Now, as far as me wanting to expect all of my mods to be at that kind of content, and I know I didn't meet you doing that kind of content, I do not expect you. It's not mandatory that you are at these live streams. I don't really think I'm gonna need that many mods to help me on that end with that kind of content anyways. Well, let me not say that, but I'm just saying you guys are not obligated to come over to that live, you know, to help hold me down. And if you do, it's much appreciated. So there's 34 likes. Let's please get the likes up. Let's get the likes up. But there's a lot going on, and you know, with this this lady knows this herself. By you getting up here barking, that is not going to stop me from saying what I want to say out my mouth about Alvo. And until Alvo shapes up or ships out, I'm going to speak my piece. And if she don't like it, that's too bad. That's just too bad. Okay. And as we look at this mess, make sure you continue to hit the like button. So I'm about to share. And let me tell you something else before we start this. Have you guys ever figured out when that guy Kevin asked Shamar for Alvo social media links? That dude is probably most likely trying to get his IP address. If anybody could get Alvo's IP address where he's going live, would be the bounty hunters. Probably go through the courts, because you know, when that word hacker, there are people that are paid through the government to hack. That's their job. Now, people that hack that are not being paid to do it, black market hacking, that's against the law. Okay. But when you but there are people that can go in, detectives, and they can trace the IP address of where he's at, and right when he's on live, be able to go. They can call the local authorities in that state, and they don't have to go to the state, the bounty hunters. They can have the police at that local police station go and question, is he in that apartment at that IP address? From that computer, that location. Is that, are you Alvo so-and-so, Alexander Green, and arrest him? That's the reason why they're asking for social media, because trust and believe, that bounty hunter has no best interest for Alvo. They want to see him locked up, just how he did them on that bond. That bounty hunter is trying to find him without having to put in no work. So that's the only reason why he asked Shamar for that dude's address. I mean, not address. Asked for his social media handles, because they're probably gonna trace the IP address. I'm telling you guys. Forget. So many thirsty people for attention, especially in Atlanta. Yeah, you already know, Ivan. Blessings and love, beautiful SL, Grand Rising, beloved. Thank you, Antonio. Thank you, sweetie. You ain't lying. I'm an IT professional, and we definitely was informed of hacking and jobs available to use in that field. Yep. snatched by Diego, you already know. Yep. And they make good money too. Yes, it is the government will find him. Yep. That's why would probation just want to, oh, I forgot, because Alvo's the star. See, his fans will think, well, they just wanted his social media handle so that they can see that he's on that he's live. That doesn't show them anything. They're trying to trace down where he's at, so that even if they have to call the state that he's in and inform them to go arrest him, they will do it. Because let me tell you 2 examples. In Rhode Island, where I'm living at right now, there were these 2 couples, a girl and a man, and they stole about over 10,000, which is a felony, in clothes or whatever they stole. And it was probably like designer stuff. And it came to Rhode Island. And so they had a warrant out for their arrest. And Massachusetts called Rhode Island and they pinged them from their Apple phones. So they knew exactly where they were at. Massachusetts police called Rhode Island and they told them that, the residents of Rhode Island, they're likely to be at this location. They went back to where they're from, and they were at a motel. My people were saying that they was at a motel. It was pitch dark out because it was like a blackout, and it's like a rural area. So my friend was saying the street lights, like in the parking lot, were off. And some of the motel lights, the motel lights were out too. Well, anyways, it was a good time for the police to come in and do a raid. So they came into the motel. They knocked on the door that was pinged from the Apple phone from the police station, because they knew exactly where they were at. And yeah, they made them come outside. They were like, put your hands up. Got on the floor. There was mad police cars out there. They were saying, and they arrested the girl. It was a girl. They said it was a girl and a guy, and they expedited them back to Massachusetts. Yep. And I'm telling you, and they did it by tracking the cell phone. So I was like, wow. And all you need is the telephone number to a cell phone to ping a Apple phone. So I'm just saying they're not asking for social media links so that they can, because they don't know if he's in Houston, Texas. That's just what they're being told. They want to be able to track his IP address. So that's why they're asking for that. So don't sleep. Trust me. Says even regular people can get your IP address, and that's public information. Yep. So he ain't doing nothing.